Ooh, yeah, it's the Titan. No, that's not my name. Hey, what's everybody? What's good, everybody? This is your man, the Titan Montezi, and I am here on the exclusive podcast, the best podcast. You will get anything wrestling, everything pro wrestling with my man Conrad. Make sure you guys tune in. Montezi, Swerve City, AVM. Let's get it going, man.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is a podcast that can be found on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Every single Wednesday before AEW Dynamite, we dive into some of your favorite current-day wrestling, as well as some old-school stuff. We can also be found over on YouTube and Twitch, where we post exclusive video, whether it be content for video games, or wrestling news, or short clips, or even live streams. Come check us out and subscribe to the Pro Wrestling Shoot over on YouTube and Twitch. And if you want to find us on our social medias, it's at the Pro Wrestling Shoot on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok, and over on Twitter at TPWS Podcast. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is not only just a podcast, we are also an independent company when it comes to audio engineering and graphics designs, as well as voiceovers. So come and follow us over on our social medias and check us out every single Wednesday over on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify.
Right on time. We got on the red. He's got on the blue. Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by my broadcast colleague and fellow opinionist. He is the man in blue. He knows what to do. The one, the only, the man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's good, D?
Coolin', Brody. Coolin'.
We are here with a review for AEW W Dynamite. It's gonna be an interesting one, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna get a lot of thoughts in, comments, suggestions, and hopefully more from you guys. So come on in, retweet the show, like. Easy way, free way to support the show. Comment, another free, easy way to support the show. 5-star review on the podcast, another free, easy way to help out the show. And you guys can subscribe. Makes it all worth it, all the better. With that being said, let's get into that intro by my man Montezi, who was on Dynamite tonight, making his appearance on, I think it was his debut on Dynamite. But we'll talk about that and more on this review. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
What is good? What is good? What is good? I just noticed one of my graphics didn't come through, and I could have sworn that I've seen it before. So, yeah. Derek, man, what's good with you, bro? You haven't said much.
Same old, brother. Just moving through this crazy world that we call life.
Derek, we got to talk, man. I got to get Derek's thoughts on the opener here. We're going to welcome you guys in, but Derek, our girl, Jade Cargill, rumor has it that she is going to the WWE. What's a man to do here? What I'm kind of sad about this a little bit.
I am sad about it, but I am also sad about it.
Get into it a little bit. Get into it.
I don't think that Jade Cargill is making the right move. But I also don't think that AEW is making a right move either. You could have used her better. You have done a lot with her, yes. But you could have used her a lot more. Now, she goes to WWE, so she'll probably go through the NXT circuit. And I think that's dog water. She'll walk through that easily. There's really no competition. I say she's down there for a couple months and then called up to the top. She makes it to WWE, then Who do you start her off with? I would go with
Whoa, Becky probably.
yeah. Unfortunately, bro.
She's kind of been looking for things to do.
Yes.
I think it's a big L for AEW personally, like to lose Jade Cargill. You spent a lot of time, effort, and resources into Jade Cargill, so
you just can't.
They fumbling right now. That's the best way I can say it. You guys are fumbling pretty badly right now with a lot of things, in my opinion.
Yes.
Things, at least for me personally, as a fan, that I'm like, yo, I was looking forward to this, that, and it's not here. We won't speak of his name right now. You know who I'm talking about, but we can't talk about that. Get it together, Tony. The ticket sales were low. They had to put lower the ticket price. Why don't you just lower the ticket prices all the time? Maybe more people would show up and spread out your dates. But
yes,
we're not here to criticize AEW tonight because they had a big show. Wait, I'm lying. Yes, we are here to criticize AEW tonight. That's what this is about. They had a big show on hand here for tonight for AEW Grand Slam. This happens in Arthur Ashe Tennis Stadium every single year. Wasn't a big card, but it was a lot of heavy hitter matches for this one.
That it was.
I was not upset with it. Let's go to the live chat here before we start things off. Pro Wrestling Shoot. Yeah. Was good. Pro Wrestling Shoot. Actually, next week, we're probably going to debut a new layout design for things. So courtesy of the Pro Wrestling Shoot, I'm sure Jesse is available for commissions. So hit him up if you guys need some designs. I will want my at least 5 to 10% cut for this. If you are recommended, use a promo code EPW so I can get some kickback maybe for it. But no, Jesse did some great work on some stuff for us, and I hope you guys enjoy it next week. Pro Wrestling Shoots live every single Tuesday during NXT. It's probably the move. That's where I am. I'm not, I'm making that move. I'm watching Pro Wrestling Shoot. So showing them some love. Matt Lopez says, good evening, all. What a show. What up, Matt? Appreciate you, brother. Eric Douglas said the two New Yorkers put on a show tonight. They did. Matt Lopez cheering for one of them. Eddie. I love it. Deanna said Kingston finally got his win. We're going to talk about that momentarily. This show far exceeded my expectations, but I have one major complaint on the main event, and I hope y'all are doing great. BJ, I'm interested to hear what that is. And the boo-boo demons struck again. Uh-oh. Hey, Derek and Conrad. What up, Deanna? What up? Tokyo the Menace, great wrestling show with no debuts. You can't have debuts on every show. Save him for when it's time. All right. And Tony's at the point where you got to start releasing some people before you start debuting any more people.
Absolutely. Got way too many people.
Yeah. Pro Wrestling Shoot, we will get into that as well. I saw what you had just put up in the chat about that. Ace modding it up in the chat says, what up, my brothers in chat? Dynamite was a great show. Man, why you got to hit me with that WWE? That's that Michael Cole.
Can't stand it.
Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, co-host on Clash of the Podcast every single Monday, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Blessings, Conrad and Derek. AEW, great show with bad ending. Nope, not talking about. Whoa. See, y'all jumping into spoilers. Cool. I'm talking about Adam Cole possibly injuring himself running to that ring. Yeah, that ankle. He was hobbling a little bit.
He was hobbling.
Rob says Judy Hurricane. Yo, I hope that's not Jade Cargill's name, man, because I keep seeing people talk about this. Judith. Matt Lopez says, I hope Adam Cole is okay. Hope Moxley's okay. By the way, Claudio's okay. Yeah, he said Claudio looked like he was walking with a limp. Matt did text me that earlier. They built up Jade for over a year and not many others. Let her go. Should have been given what she wanted. But, I mean, I don't know, man. It couldn't have been. I would hope it's not the booking. Maybe it was money. I don't know. We'll find out at a later date, I assume. Eric said, I really wanted her versus Jamie or her versus Britt or versus Saraya versus Storm. Damn it. Hey, it don't work that way every time. You're going to have to start doing streams on Mondays and Fridays soon if you want to talk about Phil. Yo, chill. Cray said, what up?
I'm not ready for those days. those days are long.
Look at it. Of course, he's next. Jesus De Leon. Come on, bro. Sup, Kyron Derek. Tony Khan did the Daniel Garcia dance after the show went off air. Good God Almighty save us. Somebody send me a clip of that. I'll check it out later.
Please.
Why doesn't AEW do coming soon debut teasers like Taz and Y2J? I think they should. Craig. I think that's why they're not doing debuts right now, though, because they know they've worn them out. So they're like, yeah, let's stay away for a little bit. Jesus said, wonder what's next for MJF now. I believe they've got ROH tag title defense coming up soon. Looks like they're looking for number one contenders. I'm going to rock you like Hurricane. Here I am. Tokyo, I didn't even. Oh, man. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you get them likes up. We should see about, 20, 18. Let's get them likes up to double digits if they're not there. I haven't even looked, but I appreciate y'all. Half the show got hurt or tweaked tonight. Yeah. It was a rough night at the office for AEW. Yes. But they had to show out here. Let us get into this show, shall we? We open up things. It is a title versus title match. The Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli versus New Japan Strong Openweight Champion Eddie MF in Kingston.
Oh, I was getting ready to say it too.
Yeah. Watch that mouth now. Watch that mouth. We still haven't hit that 10-minute mark. You gotta chill a little bit here now. But Eddie Kingston is in this. This is the match we wanted to see. Eddie Kingston has earned his way here. I view him as the people's champ. I know some people don't feel that way, but Eddie Kingston is beloved. Yes. How can you not like Eddie Kingston? Heart, passion, old school pro wrestling mixed in with some strong style. You can't go wrong with it.
No, not at all. You know, Eddie puts on a good performance. I won't say all of the time, but a good portion of the time. And tonight, this was Eddie's best.
Yeah, Eddie came out here and did that, man. Definitely did that thing in this matchup. Chat, I'd love to hear what you guys thought of this match.
Please.
MJF and Cole are defending the ROH tag titles at Wrestle Dream, so we're guessing Bryan versus GSJ is the main event. I'm fine with that. McKinney in the house. I'm here to talk. I'm here to listen to the tale that was AEW Grand Slam from the dynamic duo of Wednesday night. Let everyone know that this song doesn't end, and yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Let's go. Appreciate you. Oh man, Remy says that our country channel operator doesn't telecast live version of Grand Slam. There's no other ways for you to watch it from like a stream or anything from a different website.
Right. Yeah.
Let me know. I know that some countries have like regulations on what you can watch or sites you can go to too. So let me know. Remy, we're gonna go over all that momentarily. I promise you, if you stick with me, my friend, stick with me. Eddie Kingston is 102 years old. Yeah, he be moving like that, but that boy knows how to tell a story in the ring. I'll tell you that. He's a Terry Funk, man. He don't move great, but he knows how to tell a story and make you vibe with him.
Right. And that's all that you need. You just need to be there and feel the vibe of what's going on. If you can feel that, that's how you bring the crowd into your world. This is how you bring them in and get them to back you 100%.
Listen, I'm not even gonna go move for move, but they told the story of opposites. Claudio, built like a Greek god, right? Doing snatches with 200 pounds. Dude is bugging, by the way, if you work out. Eddie Kingston don't look like he care about hitting the weights. He gets his cardio in, he does his wrestling stuff, and he's out there because he's more focused on telling the story and everything else. They're just two different characters. Claudio, great in ring. Kingston, great on promo. The styles are different. One is more of a Japanese American based style. The other one is like a European style. They are great wrestlers. And that's what makes this beautiful here. in the opening of the match, they show the intros. I like that they showed them like WrestleMania 14 style. They're backstage. Remember, we used to see like Stone Cold pacing. He's got the water dumping it on his head and stuff like that. They showed it. Then they show Kingston get ready to walk out. They show him like walk up to the stage area where he's about to get in. I thought it was really cool, man. They were just missing like the I don't know if you ever noticed, but WWE used to have the like to get your pulse going. I was like, yo, geniuses when they do that, man. It was so well done when it came to this, man. Eddie Kingston hit a Hurricanrana in this match, man. Like I'm talking the Rey Mysterio double leg pen Hurricanrana. That's how you know Kingston worked hard in this joint, man. Claudio hit the Ricola bomb. I thought that was it. I was like, they're gonna break our hearts again. 2 count. Kingston kicks out. He hits a series of back fists, and then the Northern Lights driver, as I like to call it, the snow plow. Might walk around with your head like I'm Al Snow. Me and Derek listened to a battle rap. One of the best lines I ever heard, and I was like, that was fire. Northern Lights driver. Kingston can't get the win. They're still battling back and forth, and then eventually hits the double underhook power bomb. I believe it was Misawa who hit that. Beautifully done. Puts him. It was either Misawa hit or it got hit on him. Put him down, goes for the pin, 1, 2, 3. And I thought Claudio's tights matching Misawa's was another thing of beauty. It was so good, this match, dude.
Yeah, this was painted very, very, very well. Like you couldn't have painted this any better. Like that's what you needed. And this is what Eddie Kingston needed. Like this, shout outs to my boy, man. He needed that. And you could tell he loved it so much, man. The man was tasting the air.
He drank in his moment. He deserves it. I love it. I was super happy for him. Matt Lopez, or excuse me, let's start with Deanna here. Deanna said, I love the match, told the right story. Matt Lopez says, Eddie versus Claudio, great match. I wonder if there'll be an ROH Final Battle pay-per-view because the rumor is 12/29 is going to be an AEW pay-per-view. AEW needs to sit down with all these pay-per-views, bro. I'm not spending $50 each pay-per-view, bro. You are bugging. Get it on Max if you think if you're gonna start doing 12, if you're doing any more than the 5 or 6, bro, get it on Max, bro. Because I can't keep buying these. And I know y'all might be mad. That might affect the pay-per-view streams moving forward. You might have to wait until me and Sean do them the next day or something, because I'm not gonna be staying up late once a month every night trying to do these reviews. All right. And between this and then, I try to squeeze some WWE ones in once in a while. Come on, fam. You're killing me.
When you start adding in stuff when you don't really have to, like, just do your platform and stay with that platform. That's it.
Fall back like autumn. No, let me stop. But yeah, they got to chill, man. They got to chill. Way too much going on with some of these. Also, Eddie Kingston finished his story. He said, yeah, absolutely. Pro Wrestling Shoot says, super happy for Kingston. He's not one of my favorites, but I think it was well-deserved. I always thought you could have had him lose and then did the Mick Foley title win with him, because I think people would have appreciated it more too.
Oh, absolutely.
But right now the heel face alignment wouldn't have allowed that. But ROH title, if that's the best we can get, let's do it. Right. Eddie finally won his world title tonight like the Yankees did many years ago. Don't make me sad, Ace, about baseball right now. All right. Matt said, I DM'd you, TK doing the dance. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Following up from that, we got Roderick Strong in the hospital bed.
Adam.
What's wrong with you, sir?
Adam.
Why?
Adam.
He was in the bed yelling for Adam, and then all of a sudden you just heard it. Well, it's the big. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But he was hurt. The Kingdom was by his side, but Adam Cole did show up.
He did.
He was like, hey, I brought you some stuff. Are you okay? Oh, you're here. And then you hear the hospital bed when he says, yeah, I gotta leave. The oldest hospital bed ever.
Just go.
Just go. And then he went right back down. Dude, this is the best Roderick Strong gimmick solo like ever, dude.
Yes, it is.
Best thing he's done in a minute. I got to give him his credit for it.
Have to.
I think when he saw his boy Adam leave, he had to yell it.
Yeah, damn it.
Never forget when Cody Rhodes debuted at WrestleMania 38. That was Derek's live reaction. Yeah, Adam. The hospital bed was sus. Yes. Jesse said, "Captain Insane shows no mercy." What kind of old ass bed was that? Yo, that's them old hospital beds. Y'all don't know, man. That's from like back in the day. They noisy as hell.
Like those are the old hospital beds that you find in a dark corner in the ER. Like we're full. We need another bed. I got one. All right, we're good.
I wish someone would have been like, Roddy, it's time for your soap suds enema. Yo, bugging.
Soap suds enema.
Deanna said he looked so defeated. He did.
Yo.
BJ with the whip. A said that hospital bed segment was fantastic. I think this is the best thing he's done, man. Adam. Eric knows. Remy said, I think CJ Perry or Mandy Rose can join the Outcast faction, but Ruby Soho, Twitter sources indicate that might be an old shirt. Kyra is Tony finally out. We're going to talk about Tony momentarily here. Their match was later on the show tonight. Running that bed on a bicycle chain, BJ said, clack, 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 with the gears, right? The mountain bikes. Flip them gears. Christian Cage challenges Darby to a three-way for what was it? Collision with Luchasaurus himself. Is this how Christian sneaks the belt?
I think so.
From his dyno?
I think so. This is how he does it.
Christian, you sneaky SOB, you.
Right.
Luchasaurus got a reign, though. I've enjoyed their work together, but Darby is also in this. Or is it meant to make the odds look like they're stacked against Darby, but they won't be. They are going to his hometown for Wrestle Dream. Keep that in mind. Wrestle Dream coming to you, Seattle, Washington, Climate Pledge Arena. Get your tickets. Jesse, don't ever say I don't promote your city or where your home state. Don't say I'm not holding it down. All right, so get out in them streets and get that money.
Money.
Next up, we had are we calling him the Ocho? Is he a wizard? I don't know what he is this week. We got Chris Jericho versus Sammy Guevara. This is a tale of two guys who were friends. Well, they are friends. They're a tag team. They're the Sex Gods.
Right.
First off, big shout out to Montezzi, number one. Montezzi does the intro that you hear every single week on this podcast. I became friends with Montezzi before I even knew he did Sammy Guevara's theme. It probably was before that even happened or lined up and came together. But Montezzi did a podcast show with me many moons back when he was doing podcasts, for wrestling themes for a bunch of different people. I think he had just did like Shane Taylor's. So big shout out to him. Happy to see the homie get his chance to rap in front of probably hundreds of thousands of people watching this live. So that's a good kudos to him. Wanted to show you some love, my brother. Also, this matchup, man, this was a thing coming since like the first Dynamite, technically.
Basically.
What up, B? More like CLB.
This one for me, I didn't. This was a throwaway match. I didn't really care for it.
This match was okay. I think some of the stuff just didn't land. Like I said, man, some of this stuff just hasn't been fitting either. Like, I don't feel sympathy for Jericho.
I don't either.
He was a jerk. Like, he was going to leave them and join Don Callis, and then he didn't.
Right.
Jason, what up? He says, "Sup, Conrad and guys, how you feel about what is this? Renee is the owner in Wrestling Revolver. Can she bring what is this supposed to be? Janai J to AEW? It maybe.
Well, okay.
I'm a fan. I wouldn't mind the idea, Jason. I love this. Sammy did a Jericho before the Jericho turn. Yeah, he did the Jericho. He had the light up jacket.
Oh,
I wish he would have put his arms out and did that.
That would have been dope. Break the wood. Yeah.
I thought Derek was stretching. Y'all are about to hear mad bones popping.
Oh no, bro.
We were just talking earlier about stretching. Ugh.
Bro, I definitely need to do that. It's been a while.
Oh my goodness. I wasn't surprised Ace said of the finish. We'll talk about that. Everything in AEW revolves around friends, all friends wrestling. Yo, McKinney, the more and more I hear it, the more and more I'm starting to see it. Pro Wrestler Shoe said, let's get them likes up. Yeah, don't forget to come in, leave that like. Appreciate it. Sammy botched a few things, so did Jericho, but Sammy also saved Jericho. Yeah. It was a fine matchup. Listen, they did what they could here with this matchup. Sammy goes for a shooting star press in the end and gets caught with a code breaker. I don't know how Jericho got up and they pulled that off. Maybe Jericho moved really quick, but the camera was like, they did some camera trickery here. He went for the move. Jericho catches him with it. Sammy sold it like $1 million. That might be stop with the 7-year itch. Nobody calls it that. Derek and his Billy Kidmanisms.
Telling you, bro, 7-year itch.
Shooting star press gets caught. Remember when he sold those super kicks that the Young Bucks hit him with? That was a fantastic sell. Same thing here. Fantastic. He goes down. Jericho gets the win. I kind of thought that this is what would happen. I know Sammy needed the win, but Jericho needed the win more than him, I felt.
Yes, Jericho's been losing way too many times. Way too many times. It was time for him to win one at least.
Yes, and as pointed out by many people in the chat, Ace and Matt Lopez, after the match, they shake hands. They're having their little moment, No, friends don't shake hands. Partners, we hug. They go in for the hug. Then Sammy low blows Jericho. He drops to his knees like Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 19. Jesse in the chat was there. He knows. He shoves him down just like that. But then Don Callis came out. This is where the twist was. Sammy Guevara joined Don Callis. How could you?
Oh,
I hate Don Callis. Derek hates Don Callis.
Yes.
The homies in the chat hate Don Callis. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing?
Come on, broski.
Matt said when they mentioned Sammy's gear was inspired by WrestleMania 19, I knew something was about to happen. Grillmaster said stretching is key. I can't believe they tried to recreate the WrestleMania 19 moment with the face palm. Button Sampson says, sup, Conrad Derek, you hear Richard Holiday in the PC and Hollywood, Haley J also. Yeah. And he said decent AEW. Yeah, I did hear that. Bro, the 7-year itch was money. Go find that match with Regal and tell me the same. Type in Billy Kidman Regal on Nitro. I called it that until WCW was bought. You know who invented the shooting star press? Jushin Thunder Liger. Pay some respect. All right? Ain't calling it that 7-year itch no more. Jericho Whitney set up the turn and jackaled Don for the win. It hurt. Maria, welcome. Welcome to the chat. I have not seen you in here, but welcome. I appreciate you guys. Conrad and Derek. I thought Derek was rapping for Sammy Guevara's song. LOL. Just kidding. I know it was Montezzi. Maria, all good. We appreciate it.
Used to rap.
You don't hate on Donnie C. Oh my goodness. Is this a tease of Sammy get some character? Get some character, Conrad and Derek? What you mean?
Hold up.
Let's see. Ain't Don took Daniel Garcia? Well, more on that after this. So after all that happened, they go backstage. Sammy and Don, Renee. Thank God it wasn't Alex Marvez. He is such a booger. Oh God, I can't even swear to insult him. He's such a booger, dude.
Oh,
so they go out there, right? And then all of a sudden they run up and they're like, yo, what do you have to say? Blah, blah, blah. They keep it moving. Then all of a sudden Garcia shows up. It looks like they're about to beat because Garcia and Sammy never liked each other, but Don wants them both to join the family. I like Don Callis having like the family and all that. Now, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think they do with Garcia? Because they kind of forgot about him in the whole Jericho situation.
So in my opinion, the smarter move, but I don't want. Nah, you know what? In my opinion, the smarter move, you bring them both in, and this creates the friction.
Within the group?
Yes,
Okay.
this creates the friction within the group, but the group has to last for a few months.
Listen,
Few months.
Pro Wrestling Shoot says Billy Kidman elevated that move. Say it with your chest. 7-year itch. Eric Douglas, I'm still waiting for y'all Fight Forever match. Tell Derek to show up on time.
Tell CJ to let me use Malachi Black.
If I lose, man, this is bull. This is bull. We might have to do best out 2 out of 3, man. You can only use him once. That might be the only fair thing to say.
And honestly, I've been shitting on the game because AEW has just been kind of making me turn into sort of like a sourpuss, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, AEW's been kind of
kick you off the live streams.
No.
All right. We don't need negativity on here now. Okay, Jason says, like say a gimmick change since he's with Don Conrad, just like when Jack Perry turned heel. We ain't mentioning him. He's on suspension. He's on suspension from this show too. Yeah, I guess it could work. I don't like Jack Perry's music still, but if you're gonna do something with him, you gotta do it right. And they love that little dance that Garcia's doing. So do you want to take that away from him? Inappropriate, Derek. Inappropriate. Is Ospreay in the family? I think so. They haven't really said. Garcia and Sammy as a tag team turn on each other. Could do that.
Yeah.
Could do that like Derek mentioned. Jack Perry will fit so well with Don Callis. I think so. That's probably a better fit. Conrad do the dance Alex Wright style. What you talking about? The little boop 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 boop. Yo, Alex Wright was my boy, man. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Fight Forever is dead. I'd rather play WWE 2K23. I mean, if you like mashing them buttons, be my guest.
Listen, I'm not giving up on AEW.
No. Here can we save AEW talk Fight Forever for the end? Because I do have a little smidget of news, which you guys probably have already seen on the channel, but I'm going to talk about it at the end. Save that, Tokyo, because I got a little rant. What's good with MJF and his Bills love? He knows that's the only real New York team, man. Nobody care about the New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants. They know what's up.
Man, the Jets in New York.
No, we're the only New York football team.
I thought it was just the Giants that was in New Jersey.
Everybody wants to get on the Josh Allen bandwagon, Grillmaster. You know how it goes. I saw on some site Fight Forever was on clearance for like $12. Nah, they bugging with that. I didn't see it was that bad yet. Not yet. Let's get into this match. The AEW International Championship. Jon Moxley defends against Rey Fénix. This one has some implications behind it because Jon Moxley took out Rey Fénix. He's the reason Rey Fénix missed, I'm using air quotes, All In. So storyline-wise, this makes sense. Rey Fénix came out the gate, kicking boys, springboarding, flipping on the outside.
Rey Fénix.
This match, so I don't even really want to talk too long about this because they wrestled their style. Like that's what they do.
Right.
It was the finish though. Rey Fénix hits his driver. At some point, Moxley looks like he got hurt, maybe got a stinger, a concussion, something. I don't know. I'm speculating at this point. And he was out and down, and then all of a sudden they go for the pin, and I think Moxley's supposed to kick out because Rick Knox counts 1, 2, and then he holds up the count, and Moxley didn't move.
Yes, and he slid his hand under to try and cover it up to make it seem like.
But it looked so bad because the camera angle showed his shoulders never moved.
Yes.
So yikes! I think moving forward, you may have to tell your refs like, "Yo, finish the count," and that's it. Finish the count. Don't mess around with that because not good. Not good. So Fénix does the Fénix driver again, and then they count again. 1, 2, 3. Rey Fénix wins the AEW International title. I'm surprised by this.
Yes.
I don't know if this was because Moxley was injured or if they were going to do that title change the entire time anyway.
In my personal opinion, I feel like that wasn't the plan. They had to go that way because of what happened, but I don't think that was the plan. I think Mox was supposed to run with this belt for a good amount of time. And then stuff happened.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe he gets it right back. Who knows? But Ray Phoenix wins. I'm not mad at it for the story it was telling. Yo, the Lucha Bros deserve some singles gold, I feel, in their life.
They do.
Penta especially.
Oh, absolutely.
Penta then come out. He then crushed it as Penta Oscuro. I love Penta. It don't matter. Any version. Rob says, to be fair, MJF is not a Bills fan. He's a Josh Allen fan. Works for me. Fight Forever in WWE 2K23, $40 at Walmart. That is more believable than $12. I thought that Billy Starks is getting mentored by the forever ROH Women's Champion. She is. She's still a minion. Eric. Mox didn't move, called an audible. Yeah, that could have been happened. Looks like Mox got a concussion, people are saying. Yeah, it was a tough break, man. I don't like to see anybody get hurt. So that sucked, but
I'm still confused as to when it happened, though.
I thought it was on the Phoenix driver. I don't know. I couldn't tell. If anyone else could, let me know. Yeah, that was rough, man.
It was
rough to see, man.
Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully he bounces back quick. And
Eric said give Moxley a break till March. Yeah, he deserves a little bit of a break. Tokyo the Menace said pray for Mox. Yeah. Hopefully Mox is okay. Give him some time off. I mean, he's earned it. He's always been there for the company when they need him.
Absolutely.
Rampage will have some type of 4-way number one contenders match. We're going to talk about that more. They did like a little vignette featuring all the teams. Why are the Hardy Boys in here? Like I'm over it. That's how I feel these days with it.
I think it's that time, bro.
What time is that, bro?
I think we are at that point where we can say our goodbyes.
Daddy, chill.
You gotta chill. You gotta chill.
I think we're at that point, bro.
Come on, dude.
You have to admit it, bro.
Shut up.
Come on. Man, people say Hardy Boys retire. It was the Phoenix driver on top of his head. Yeah.
But it didn't look like he hit his head, though.
I know, but
I have to watch it again.
It can be deceiving when it comes to that. Hardy Boys retire. He never even bled in the match. Yeah. Matt needs to retire before he can't walk. I think it's time to delete the Hardys. People are saying, I think the Hardy Boys missed their window of becoming the tag champs.
Yeah.
I think when Jeff screwed up, that was their last chance to get them in. I don't know if people are going to believe it. I don't know.
I mean, you know what? If they don't retire and they decide to give them the belts, I will rock with it for a good amount of time because I do like the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys played a huge, vital role in said company. And
played a role in your fandom, bro.
Exactly.
I mean, we liked them when they were with Michael Hayes even early on.
Yes.
Like the early adaptions of them.
Right. So I if they decide to not retire right at this moment and they give them the titles and give them just a tiny bit of a run, I'm okay with that.
Ramit says Edge and Christian Cage replace the Hardys. I mean, they could if they can get Edge to sign. They need to be trying to keep who they got. 2024 is going to be a big free agent year. I don't know if people realize that from the time when AEW started, they signed a bunch of people, but 2024, 2025, lots of free agents. This is going to be, I told y'all many, many moons ago, if you will come to this stream every single week, we're live after Dynamite, people are going to be going back and forth, people's elbow too. Back and forth though. And it's finally best people's elbow in the church shoes. Best all time best.
Honestly, also the best 1, 2, 3 that he did. 1, 2. It doesn't matter if the Rock counts to 3.
How you gonna screw over Bulldog in the jeans, man?
Come on, bro. That was tough.
For real. Someone said flippy floppy time. Hardy Boys need to be producers. I wouldn't mind Matt Hardy as a creative guy in AEW. Karen Derek. No, I agree, Jason.
I'll take that.
Matt's got a cool idea backstage. Yeah, and Jeff can do whatever I don't know. I don't know what Jeff wants to do. Like, whatever, man. At this point,
if you want to stay involved, I am good with it.
I believe Matt wants to stay involved. I don't know about Jeff.
Jeff, Yes, I think Matt wants to stay involved. Jeff probably wants to bow out soon. I think he's
You can see the wear and tear on their bodies, man.
yeah, but I think for Jeff, I think he's struggling with the fact of that
It's over.
it's over because he may not have something to do at this moment.
Yeah. People saying Hardys are legends, but it's time. We'll see, man. Give him that goodbye run. I don't know what they're chasing after at this point. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
We have next up the AEW Women's Championship match. We had Toni Storm versus Saraya. Toni Storm's been rocking this new gimmick. A lot of people are feeling it's like this Marilyn Monroe, like actress type gimmick. It's a very over the top, but people seem to be enjoying it, throwing shoes at announcers and such. Saraya is still kind of doing the same thing, but Ruby's in her corner now.
Right.
So they're trying to tell a story with that. Toni Storm went under the ring, started beating people with shoes. The old-fashioned slippers and stuff like that. Hit Saraya with the shoe. I thought it could have been over there, but it was a little early on.
Yes.
They had the spray paint can. They're spraying it. She sprayed it like backwards.
Right.
Derek's like, what are you doing? Ruby took it. Then they did a little spray to the face. The Rampage DDT only gets a 2 count. Toni Storm then exposes the turnbuckle in front of the ref.
Yeah.
What are they doing here? She goes for the hip attack on Saraya in the corner, but Saraya moved, but her butt never hits the corner, really. So it's like weird. So she's trying to sell like the back of her leg,
Yes.
but Saraya puts her up on the middle rope, hits her with the Rampage DDT.
I think it would have been better
got
if
the
she
duck.
took off the middle turnbuckle.
Yeah, because then you could have sold like your back hitting it, but maybe they were just trying to be safe.
Maybe. And I get it. But I think if that were the case, then you needed to change the camera view.
Yeah. Also during the match, the ladies did exchange a kiss. I saw someone mention that in there. They had a lip lock scene. Hey, whatever. The fans erupted for that. I'm like, you guys don't got a lot of time on your hands, huh? What's going on here?
Bro, that was very, very, very reminiscent of
Chill.
okay.
Chill. You may be referring to a wrestling match. Thinking about it, next year's big free agents are MJF, Ospreay, Deonna Purrazzo, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and a whole lot more. You got that right. Toni, I love her, Jason says. Did Toni officially get kicked out? I believe she's out of the group.
Yes.
Because they like Ruby spit on her after. Like, come on. There ain't no way. Right. Ain't no way, Sway. Pro Wrestler Shoots, I missed this match. I was eating dinner. Yeah, I hear you. Hope you had a good dinner.
It was a good match.
Let's see. Toni with the 1960s music. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This was a decent match, Tokyo said. I didn't mind this one. I saw a lot of people saying that they weren't feeling it. I thought this was a pretty good match, though. It was in a good spot, too.
It was. I think those, and I'm not judging. I'm not judging at all. I'm just.
You sound judgmental. No, I'm kidding.
Terrible. I think I get why people are against the gimmick.
Which one? Toni Storm's?
Yeah.
No, people like it.
I mean, well, not like against it, but
well, you're saying you see why people have complaints about it? I'm okay with it. I think it's fine.
Yes, I can see it, but I think it has to be fleshed out a little bit better.
It was just never explained why she started acting like this.
Right. And that's what I mean. Like I feel like that should have just culminated first.
Listen, you know what I want? This is totally fantasy booking. Armchair quarterback right now. Yo, put her and Juice together. Juice as the wild man boyfriend with her.
Honestly,
they would
bro,
be crazy.
That would be nice.
Yo, Juice barking like a dog at All In is one of the funniest things I ever saw, like in AEW. Why was this man down there just he looks like Me Want Honeycomb. He looked like the little joint in the cereal commercials, just running around, bugged out. I love him.
Honestly, bro, you know what? I can see that perfectly. Him bugging out like that, and she's just standing there like, oh God, he's just so wild.
Rami says 90% of the wrestlers are retained in AEW, Impact, and WWE. It's the story they wanted to tell. Impact and AEW collaborate with each other. They do. Derek, slow down, out on the wood. Toni got a little too much rock hard Juice Robinson sent to her back in time. Tony Storm, Mr. Ray Liplock. What's that mean? I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I think they're just trying to make it where Tony Storm is just crazy.
I think it's a mental thing.
That's not a bad idea. Kyra at Juice's Mad Max. Carson knows. Listen, you go with Juice and Tony. You can even put Tony in Bullet Club Gold. Why not have a female in it? Bullet Club Gold, add her into it. I think she would look cool in the attire, and then she could still come out and do the crazy gimmick. And they're just the crazy lovers. Jay White's the leader. You got your tag team. I'm still advocating for Big Bill if you want to separate him and Ricky. You can put Big Bill in there. But I do like the pairing of Ricky and Big Bill.
Honestly, bro, now that we're talking about it, this sounds very reminiscent of the Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
That would be the Gun Club would be the Peaky Blinders, bro. That would be awesome. That would be insane. I would take that all day. Come on, bro. She fits the part. They all fit the part.
Tokyo, I still think Mercedes Moné is coming around. I saw what you had put in there. I don't think that they hate those type of folks. I think that Mercedes Moné is still going to show up in AEW.
Oh yeah.
I think once she's healed up, there's a deal in place. I don't know if she's signed, but I think she's going to show up for at least a match. You saw Julia Hart looking at Britt Baker. Yes, I did after the last Collision, Carson. It was about to go down. It was about to brawl it out. I think Julia's actually eyeing up Stat, though. I think that's Statlander's next contender. Peaky Blinders, good eye counter. Now, it was Derek who said that. Give Derek his credit.
Telling you, bro, I'm definitely
he fixed it.
Telling you, I definitely feel like that would be the new age Peaky Blinders, bro. Did you take the Gun Club?
Are you gonna call someone Butch?
Absolutely not.
Can't do that.
No.
Don't do that, player.
Don't do that.
Skip. Stephen A. been writing his name on the cup. Come on now, you gotta remember my name this week.
Right.
So Rampage this week. If you guys are Rampage fans and you watch it, Rampage is going to be 2 hours this week. So
2 hours.
Very special. They're going to have a mixed trios match. You're going to get Orange Cassidy, Hook, and Chris Statlander versus Anna Jay, Daddy Magic, and Cool Hand Ange. That should be a fun matchup. Hook's been making the moves in the street. There's gonna be more on him in a second here. Also in a trios match, the Acclaimed and Daddy Backside versus the Dark Order. This should be a fun matchup here, but you're not taking these belts off the Acclaim.
No.
You're selling $5,000 replicas of those titles made by the belt maker.
Yeah.
Ain't happening, fam.
Nope.
Also, we just said 3 trios matches. Get ready, Derek, for Friday.
Oh my God.
The ROH 6-man tag team champs in the main event will be the Mogul Embassy versus the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page and the Young Bucks. I have a feeling we're going to get new ROH 6-man tag champs. But why do you have all these belts? Like, I don't know. What do the Young Bucks need the belts for? Are you going to appear on ROH after this?
You're right.
But I think they should if they win them.
They're not.
They might. They should do it if they're going to do that.
If they do it, I'll eat my words, but I don't think they will.
We'll see.
I'm just saying, bro.
Darby Allin and Sting will take on Christian Cage and Luchasaurus as well for Rampage. That's another big selling match. I thought this was going to be the main event.
Oh, yeah.
Who don't want to see this? By the way, Luchasaurus is the TNT champion, even though these pictures may deceive you.
Right.
But that is the truth. Let me see here. We also have we're getting Sky Blue versus Julia Hart. That was added. We're getting, what else did we miss here? The Hardys versus the Righteous versus the Best Friends versus the Kingdom. That'll be the #1 contendership for the ROH tag titles. Winner faces the tag champs at Wrestle Dream. And why do I feel like, and Mike Santana will be in action. Darby Allin versus Luchasaurus versus Christian Cage for Collision this Saturday. Jay White versus Andrade El Idolo. Rob Van Dam returns back to Michigan to be there. I always when I say that, I'm always like, Rob Van Dam returns to the Burt Blickinger Center. It's the athletic place where we went to college. Just forgive us. They'll be there. You're also going to get FTR versus the Workhorsemen and Ricky Starks versus Bryan Danielson in a Texas Death Match. Next week on Dynamite, me and Derek will be around. Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland sign the contract. Elite and Mogul Embassy are banned from ringside. Where's Kenny Omega? Just asking.
Right.
And then they go over the Wrestle Dream card. We have that card here right now for you. We are also going to get Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. We have FTR defending the tag titles against Aussie Open.
Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. We also found out, like we said, the Ring of Honor tag match. You got Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page. You've got matches on this card. Things are happening. Things are moving.
Things are in place.
Right?
Let's sell it. Let's sell it.
I did see that Gomez said that he wants to live till he's 120.
Yeah, okay.
Carson laughs. OMG, I got an idea. Let's see. OMG, Derek and Conrad. I thought in my mind, Tony as Monroe and Juice Robinson plays Tim Curry's character in Annie.
That's a good one. I like that.
TK made this Rampage especially for Derek. Trios. Bro, so many trios matches.
He definitely did.
Also, that ain't the Hung Bucks. Dark Order own that trademark. Did I miss something? This better not be one of those BTE things. Santana is wrestling on Rampage. Yes, he is. Swerve will probably cost the Hung Bucks this Friday. I'll be at Wrestle Dream. Might have to get a live report from Jesse once he's there live for the show. I know that I uploaded all these pictures into here and they ain't showing up. Starting to cheese me off. It's time for the main event. And tonight's main event was Samoa Joe and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Max.
Oh, the tears. The tears. Something's wrong with Derek, y'all. Get your friend. Because I can't do this anymore. Your boy is bugging. But yeah, they are out in these streets and they had themselves a fine and dandy match, I would say here.
I like this match. This match was really good.
I thought it was well deserving of the main event spot.
It was. It definitely was. The storyline is definitely holding up. I didn't expect it to end the way that it did.
Correct.
But I mean, I guess I'll accept it.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
Middle road here.
Taking the high road. I liked how this worked, this whole matchup here. I'm interested to hear what BJ had to say because BJ said he had some thoughts on this matchup that were different.
I guess I just want it to make sense because I feel like the way that it ended the feud.
Yeah. I don't see an issue with it. So listen, MJF comes out. He's repping all the New York teams. I saw the Jets on the back. Boo them. He had the Giants on there as well, the New Jersey Giants. If you ever hear me call them that, I do that. The Bills. He had the Mets. His logo came up on the screen with the Mets logo as well.
He was rocking the Mets pinstripes.
Yeah. You need to put on that Bobby Bonilla jersey. Enjoy.
Greatest Mets player ever.
Grabbed the bag. He grabbed the bag. And Matt did bring up, yes, they will probably have that match added as well. Konosuke and Ibushi. I forgot about that. I haven't seen a graphic for it yet, though. Back to Samoa Joe and MJF, though. Samoa Joe hits an earth-shattering Death Valley driver on MJF on the apron.
Very earth-shattering.
Bro, he effed him up.
Yes.
He effed him up in this main event. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Also, the Dark Order owns the copyright to Hung Bucks. Someone's going to have to explain this to me. So, copy that. Yeah. Dude. Joe pulled out a table, put him through the table. Yo, announcers, y'all got to do a better job with this. Bro.
Yeah.
when they pull out the tables and stuff like that in the main event, you gotta hit them with the old JR and the Attitude Era or something like referees allow some leniency here in the main event. We don't want to see any disqualifications in this match. That's fine if you say that. Like, just say that. Then.
Just say that. But if you don't say it, then it kind of loses its weight. So you have to say it in order for it to stick.
That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. So they get Joe lifts up the mats. He hits a pile driver on MJF on the floor, brings him in the ring, covers him for a 2 count. MJF hit a Liger bomb on Samoa Joe.
Yep.
Man, he caught his ass good with that one. I was surprised. He gets the 2 count there, though. Joe was able to kick out. MJF goes for a sleeper. Joe turns around, coquina clutch. MJF low blows him, pulls the dynamite diamond ring out his tights. Gives that bad boy a kiss. He's going to pop Joe. The ref sees him. He's like, nice try. Takes the ring off. Joe low blows him, puts him up. Derek saw me jump out of my seat when he hit the muscle buster. I was like, yo, that might be it. 1, 2. MJF kicks out at the littlest hair on your chinny chin chin. I won't say what I really would say. He kicks out, and I'm shocked. MJF then pulls out like first Adam Cole comes out. He jumps off the ramp, how it is set up for Grand Slam. The ramp is connected to the ring. Jumps off. He looked like he rolled his ankle.
He probably did. High ankle sprain.
That sucks. So he's like hobbling around, and he gets around, and he's like, Max, hang in there. The third arm looks like it's about to drop. He starts shaking. He's getting motivated. He's getting up there. And then I don't know where he pulled a rope from out of his tights or something, but MJF wraps it around Joe's neck and then puts the sleeper on. So basically put him to sleep with the rope and then did that. He tucks it underneath his arm. Now, we saw this with CM Punk's match.
Yeah.
The ref goes to raise his hand, and the rope comes out, and he looks down. But this time he pulled the ref in and grabbed him. Like, man, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Right.
Cole comes in, cleans up, puts the rope in his pocket, and then they celebrate the win.
That's it.
Needed a friend like that last time when he faced Punk.
Right.
But they pulled it off.
They did. This was a really good match.
Man. BJ said, told y'all my biggest criticism of the whole show, if you raise the hands for one person, you do it for the other. Wait, what? The whole show, if you raise the hand for one person. Are you saying that they didn't do it for all of the matches tonight? Let me know here, BJ. Joe wrecked MJF. Yes. Sick. Told y'all Eddie Kingston will be a world champ in 2023. Hey, I'm happy for Eddie. He deserves it.
You weren't wrong.
The fact that they did the drama spot for MJF being choked, but then not for Joe for 3 minutes later bothered me. Oh,
okay.
They just said, Joe, are you with me? And then he called him out. Maybe that's why they did the ref bump. I don't know. To try to get into it. McKinney, thank you, my brother. Peace out. Did y'all mention the little? Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. The Bret Hart intro. I forgot all about that. I did not write it down because I was sending links out for this. They did an intro with MJF, the old Bret Hart intro. If you guys have never seen it, you could probably Google it. And if you're in your 30s, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Bret! And then Bret walks up. You hear the boots just hitting it up. And then MJF gives this kid a scarf, though. It's the exact same replica. MJF!
Right.
Gives him a scarf, and then he whispers something to the kid. And then he says, I'm adopted? To his dad.
Right.
And I really didn't feel like it went over very well, like the comedy joke for it. But maybe they didn't have the crowd mic'd up right. But then MJF came out after that. But Cole and MJF celebrate the dub here.
Yep.
Looks like they're keeping MJF in the babyface spot.
I think you get a couple more months out of that.
You never know. Yes, the Dark Order owning the copyright is from BTE. Got it. Got it. You're adopted, kid. Terrible. MJF, he's our scumbag, right? So they've added some matches in here for the show. What do you think? What do you think, Derek?
Let's see. What do we got?
We have 5 matches tonight. I thought it was pretty good. Chat, comments, put your stuff down below. Let me know what you thought of tonight's show.
I give it a solid You know what? This is a good bounce back. I'll give it 2 thumbs.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
I respect it. I was happy with this show, but this was Grand Slam, so you had to bring it. I felt for this show.
You had to.
Lots of I feel like every match had someone that we questioned could be hurt or there was an error of some sort. So prayers up from them. Rob said I got glasses from Brett in Syracuse when I was younger, lost them, and I couldn't care less. How could you? Tokyo the Menace is saying 10 out of 10 tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I felt like they really didn't do horrible in any of in the entire show. I'll give tonight's show an 8 out of 10.
I can settle with that. I can sit with that.
I thought it was really good. This is the stuff they need to keep doing, and they need to find a way to build their momentum back up.
They have to, because you lost a lot.
They lost a lot.
Twice.
I lost a lot. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're gonna have to figure out how to make this a dub for themselves.
They can. It's very possible. It's within the grasp, but they got to do it right. They have to do it right.
Let's see here. Ace says 8 out of 10 for him. Jason says 7 out of 10. Kyron and Derek, you saw Keith Lee with Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. Yes, we did. We did see that. AEW 7.5 out of 10. EPW 10 out of 10. Matt Lopez, much love, my friend. Much love.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Rob says, in honor of those glasses getting lost to the void, Joe losing the way he did, 4 out of 10. It's the Bret Hart way, sir. It's the Bret Hart way. Eddie getting his New York minute gets a 10. Yeah, Eddie deserved that, man. It was good to see it. Absolutely. EPW is a 10, Jason says. Thank you. Pro Wrestling Shoe says, I can't score. I really wasn't paying attention. I enjoyed myself tonight. This is the first time in a minute. I mean, we've had some decent dynamites in between, but it's not like we were on a roll before. Like for years, we were like, yep, nope, good, solid, no complaints. Maybe you get a 6.5 here and there, but usually it was like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. But lately, it's been like pulling teeth. Derek comedy today a 9. I'll say mid on the comedy from Derek.
Oh, go on, man.
What I seen, I enjoyed though. Overall, though, show gets a generous 7 to me. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best Grand Slam they've done either. Like, I think they've done better, but I think an 8 out of 10 is warranted though for tonight because they did put on a lot of bangers. They came in, but here's the thing: how do you follow up? What's next? What are you going to do?
Got to keep going. Build on top of what you just did.
All right. So listen. Tell Derek to show up for this match, number 1. Number 2, Fight Forever. We got the final DLC coming out in 8 days. $9.28. If you paid for it, there is Hook. They have Hook finally. They're going to put him into the game. He got a little Edward Scissorhands look on his hair and face, but it is Hook. I think that the model looks pretty decent for how Hook looks. It's not like the bunny when they released that DLC. I was like, what the hell is this? That was pretty bad. But I think the better model of the two is Danhausen.
Yeah.
Danhausen is on point. He has mastered the curse of the Danhausen. This is going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be great. The key here, though, for AEW. Now, I saw somebody say WWE 2K23 is better than that. That's fine. But listen, I want to remind y'all again, when you say these bad things, we won't get a sequel.
Nope.
Why is that bad, Conrad? Because then you're only going to have WWE games. Nobody's going to want to take the time to produce a wrestling. Wrestling games are very hard to make, folks. This ain't something simple and easy that you can just throw together and it's like, oh, this is easy to make a game for this.
Right.
It's not. When someone hears it, they're like, do you know what collision detection means, son? I'm like, yeah, I know. It's a wrestling game, though, and there's a lot of collision detection. It's going to be errors. It's going to be goofy.
Oh,
all right?
Not a doubt.
Now, here's where, and Fight Forever, this is your feedback from me. When people want a roadmap, when they have questions, you need to release it. Are we getting more characters after this? Are you going to update the match types? I think adding the match types in should be their number 1 priority.
It should.
Adding more things in for people to do and cleaning up certain things should be the priority.
Well, if you add that stuff, then you're not necessarily worried about the roster.
make your creation suite better and people won't bug you.
Right.
Why did you release that lame garbage? You gotta put more stuff in there for people. You gotta. So I don't know, man. They gotta do more though. Like and tell us the plan. It's not being communicated.
Right.
I saw Zadie's responded to someone on Twitter and basically said, like, yeah, I don't know the answer to that. You'd have to ask AEW Games. With all due respect, like, then what are we doing here? Somebody needs to tell us. It's either THQ Nordic, Ukes, or AEW Games. Someone talk to someone.
Please, because we need to know. Need to know.
You know? I need to know. I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, because I need to know. What was his name? The dude who made that song? J-Lo's ex?
Ricky Martin.
No.
Or
not him. Anthony. No. It begins with an A, though, isn't it?
It's Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. What I watched was better than 3 hours of Raw this past Monday. Watch it again. You'll see the same matches. Trust me. Get ready to watch Punk on Monday nights. Here y'all go. I will get on Fight Forever for like 2 matches, then deuces. The models look good. Who makes the sequel in 10 years? I think some new company.
Oh, yeah.
That's trash. Road to the Elite. I don't mind Road to the Elite as others do. I saw what they were trying to do. They were trying to work with a little budget. You could tell. They had a small budget. They tried to give you some entertainment. There's Rob. Rob said Mark Anthony. He knew. I say at least give a couple more matches and give us some toggle menus with the match, like turning on and off DQ, time limit, thumbtacks to more matches than just lights out.
Yes.
Dude, just add some stuff, bro. Like, if they keep working at this game, they could really make something of it. But you got to give us something to salivate over. You got to give us something that we want.
Right.
Don't tell me I gave you all that feedback for nothing.
Just for you to throw it on the shelf.
Roadmap. Stop talking about it. Be about it. All right? You said you want people to support the game. Get that game on Game Pass. Do something. Let people play this stuff for free. They need to figure out ways to make money if that's what it's going to take.
Absolutely.
I've got nothing else to add for tonight.
Nope.
I've got nothing else. Clash of the Podcast will be on Monday. I'm sure we'll have more on all the latest drama for your mama that's going on in the world of pro wrestling.
Without a doubt.
We'll see if there's any CM Punk news. I'm sure there'll be Bloodline topics and comments that'll be happening all week. Stop that doo-doo Jimmy Uso story that they've been doing. Yeah, the Rock coming back was big news, and then so there's a lot to be excited about in the world of pro wrestling. Next week we'll have a new look. Thank you to the Pro Wrestler Shoot for that. We'll have some more stuff also for Clash of the Podcast. We'll get into a lot more of this stuff. But for myself and the tag team partner, Derek, we are going to leave you guys with this episode of AEW Grand Slam 2023 review. Thank you for watching us, and thank you for rocking with us. We are out for this episode 1.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase, the opinions and knowledge that anyone can take, showing you how it is done, proving I am number one, what a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.